now we've got Dennis Maruk. Now, get your trivia ears out on this one, because this is this man's huge claim to fame, and it's not a shabby one at that. I'm not making light of it.
Thanks.
This man right here holds the Washington Capitals single-season record for points. It's not Ovi. As talented as Ovi is, it's this man right here, Dennis Maruk. You think Ovi's got a shot at taking that record away from you?
Oh, I think that someday someone's going to break that record. But 136 points is a lot of points in one season. So I think, you know, Backstrom's a good playmaker there. So he may break the assist record that I had 76, but still going to be tough.
Yeah, and now if there are any players out there that you're watching, I mean, are you watching the playoffs right now?
Oh yeah, who isn't? Yeah, exactly. It's a great series and that. So you know, we'll just look at the games right now. They're real close, and teams are playing well, except for I guess Detroit.
Yeah, they're playing lousy.
Yeah, Detroit's dominating. That's what they are.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I was going to go down the lousy road there. No, you don't sweep being lousy, do you?
No. You're a real good hockey team. Yeah.
Are they your favorite to win the cup this year?
Well, no. Yeah, I cheer for Washington. Really, I think they're up against the wall right now, down 3-1, and they're just not getting goals. And they got to put a little more second and third efforts in the games. They seem that if they try and score and it doesn't go in, okay, that's it. We won't go again. So they need to force the issue a little bit more, and I think they'll get their goals. But you know, it looks like last year Detroit and Pittsburgh looked pretty good, and you know, unless something happens to those two teams, then I think they'll be in the final.
Now we're talking a lot on HockeyBarn about ultimate lineups during the playoffs, and you're watching a lot of them right now. If you had to pick five guys, goalie, 2D, and 3 guys up the front, who would they be if you had to put them right out and keep them out for 60 full minutes?
Well, that's kind of tough because there's a lot of good players out there. Not only the guys that scored a lot during the year that you know, and then there's guys in the playoffs that are scoring that didn't score a lot in the. So I mean, you look at Detroit; they got some great players there. You know, Zetterberg and you know, and Datsuk and you know, Franson and Holmstrom. They're all scoring. And you look at Pittsburgh, got Malkin, Crosby. You look at every team, and those guys are scoring. So there's more than just 5. And you know, basically, and you look at Washington, who got the scores and not scoring much. You look at Parisi in New Jersey. You know, he's doing well. Goaltenders, you look at Brodeur. He's always there.
He's Marty.
You know,
he just tied the all-time record for shutouts with Pat Roy. Sorry, Patrick Roy.
Yeah, but in the playoffs, it's really goaltending. It really comes down to that because you are going to get your scoring chances, maybe limited a little bit, but it really comes down to how well your goalie plays, and it really does turn the team around with the big save and all that. So right now, there's some good goaltending going on, and that's why some of the series are close.
Do you think they were maybe a little harsh on Carey Price in Montreal? Because I mean, I'm a diehard Habs fan. The HockeyBarn community knows that, and I'm looking at the team in front of them, going, I don't think the effort from the team was there. Do you think Carey could have stepped it up another level, or do you think he's just really getting the goat right now?
Well, how do you take what he did? You know, was he cheering with the fans, or I don't know, or you know? So I don't know. He's running into some bad luck, you know, in goaltending, and the team has not played well in front. But you know, those things happen, and you really gotta, no matter what. I know it's frustrating, and the heat of the moment. You know what he did. Maybe should have thought about it a little bit. You know, not did that, and you know we're losing, and they're not going to win, and so it's just a matter of you got to accept what's happening, and yeah, you're part of the loss or you're part of the win, and you just got to go on. You shouldn't do things like that.
Some strange rituals generally happen in the dressing room sometimes. Keep it PG-13. Were there any guys that stood out in your career that you were looking in the dressing room going, what's that guy doing? I mean, come on.
Meaning on the ice or in the dressing room?
Both. I mean, were there some guys out on the bench just talking to themselves, you know, chatting it up with a best friend that no one could see, or in the dressing room they're looking between their legs, looking for, I don't know.
Well, I think that a lot of people don't understand how focused we are in the game in the playoffs. In the regular season, it's a little different. There's always another game. But in the playoffs, you're there playing for not only your team but your job for the next year. Whether you're going to sign, if the team goes far in the playoffs or win it, then you've got a better opportunity to sign another 2 or 3 year contract. Or if he doesn't do well, then the coach is going to make changes. So you really have to focus on yourself. And there's not really one. I think every player has a certain virtue of what they do the day of the game and all that. But you really have to focus on your game, and it's 24 hours really.
Now, was there a ritual you had then? Because, I mean, you didn't give me much on anybody else, but was there a ritual that Dennis Maruk sat down and said, this is what I got to do to get focused, this is what I got to do to get all those points, this is what I got to do to help win this game?
Basically, I never slept day of the game. I wasn't a guy that slept, and I always did something different. I either go to a movie or go walk in a park or do something like that. I would always keep myself busy after I ate my noon meal, and then I was, ready to get ready around 4 o'clock and get myself together and have some toast and tea, and I was off to the rink, and then went and got the sticks ready, and then try to listen to music, have some fun, and try to be more relaxed. And so, because if you get all wrapped up before the game, then your adrenaline gets going, and it takes a lot out of you before you get on the ice. So it's really better to try to be more relaxed, try to not focus as much during the day until it's time to get ready to go. Close to 7 o'clock or 6:30 warm-up time.